You know, as I travel across this country, I do find one idea that binds us all together. We all support and are inspired by the great folks who dedicate their lives to our security and safety. The troops, our military, our first responders, the police, all those who are concerned with our well-being, all the men and women who are in service to us, to you and me, protecting us, running toward the danger when there's an emergency. You gotta admire those guys.
Time for us to show our appreciation and give back to those who have sacrificed.
For your service to our country.
This is Military Makeover. Today's Military Makeover is brought to you by the Navy Mutual Aid Association, ensuring those who serve since 1879.
Our mission here is to recognize and honor the sacrifice of an Army veteran injured while serving in Afghanistan. Billy Fennessy was an Army combat medic. His job? To treat the wounds and save the lives of his fellow soldiers on the battlefield while risking his own life, ultimately suffering severe injuries himself. That's a rough job being a medic. That's got to be the most dangerous job in the military.
They placed me in an infantry unit, so I was a medic with the infantry. But until somebody gets hurt or is in need of a medic, then I'm basically infantry. So I learned their job, and of course I trained them to learn my job as best they could so they could take care of me if I needed it. And so, yeah, you carry that responsibility of being a medic, and you're ready for helping somebody if they need it at all times. Not only did I have to save our soldiers, but I had to save the enemy too. You know, that's just the way the rules of war are. So it's what you're supposed to do, and it's what you want to do, help people. But it's real hard to help the enemy that just, shot and killed your buddy or some, situation like that. But I had to do that. So.
A week before he got home, he sent me a 100-page letter. He had written the entire year of everything, and the whole letter was he didn't think he was going to make it home. So every day was another page to me, mostly.
And I didn't want her to know that that's what was going through my head. You know what I mean? You never know when the last time you're going to speak with your wife, and you sure don't want to make her worried. Got hit by an IED. We had about 9 injured, and we lost 4 of those. The whole experience was surreal. I don't remember the first 5 minutes. It rocked my world. I really thought that was going to be it for me. Of course, I had to make some big decisions that day, and their memories forever. They're not good. Some of them are of that moment. I did save some lives. So not all of them are bad.
But the flip side to being a medic is the grim reality of the return home from the war, something that's pretty much still in our family dynamic to this day. Not only did he sacrifice himself to serve the country, but, we're still struggling daily.
PTSD really tried to control me. And so I kind of, I guess, admitted to others that I needed help, and that's the route I took, was going to the hospital.
He definitely came home not whole, but I feel blessed that he came home to me and didn't pay the ultimate price.
You know, Art, Billy had one of the most dangerous jobs, as far as I'm concerned, in the military. He had to go into a position where somebody just got shot. He's a medic, right? If somebody got blown up by an IED, he had to run right in. That's a dangerous situation.
It sure is, and as always, you get right to the heart of the matter, Gunny.
So, what's up next?
What do you mean, what's next?
We're doing a makeover, Art, remember?
Yeah, I know we're doing a makeover. All right, I'll find out. I'll get back to you, Gunny.
Would never qualify to be a staff NCO, but he might be okay officer material. Art.
Whether you're packing to move or just for storage, the right packing materials make all the difference. If you're redoing your kitchen and need to store dishes and glassware short term, pick up a dish pack box for safe storage. You can find dish pack boxes at local moving companies like your nearby North American moving agent.
Well, what would a military makeover be without our friends at North American Van Lines? Laura, you guys have been with us for the long haul.
We have, Art. As a matter of fact, this is the 4th time we've helped you out, and we are so happy to be able to help our military families. We actually move thousands of military families every year.
They have special challenges, don't they?
Yes, they do. They often have to move quickly. They have to put things in storage. We help them with all those things, and those are things that professional movers actually know a lot about. How to pack your stuff safely, make sure it gets safely from one place to the other, whether you're going to another state or whether you're going across the country or another part of the world. And we're also partners with the Gary Sinise Foundation. We move furniture to special smart homes that they create for veterans that have suffered life-altering injuries. So that's something that all of our agents are super proud to do, as well as our drivers, crews, and everybody.
So not only do you guys pack and move, but you can actually disassemble and reassemble furniture, right? Tell me about that.
That's something that we do every single day. Every move has some element of that to it. Our people are very organized. They know how to take all those pieces and wrap them up, put them in what we call a parts box. So that way when they get to destination, they can quickly put the item back together again, the way it was when you had it at your first home.
Laura, thank you. 4 times in a row is amazing. And on behalf of our entire military makeover crew and the Phinizys family, we appreciate your help.
Well, you know, we love to be part of this, and we've loved to help out our military families. So thanks, you guys, for letting us be part of it.
And returning partner Rebath is going to completely remodel the Phinizys master bath from demolition to done in less than a week.
Marty, welcome back to our military makeover. This is 2 in a row for you guys.
It is. Thanks, Art. We are honored to be a part of this, to do something for the veteran community, and specifically for Billy. This is just a great chance. Thanks for having us back.
Well, that's really cool. And you really do a great job for all of your customers. You call it effortless. You make it effortless for the customer. Why is that?
We believe that what we've built in terms of the system that we offer to our customers is effortless. From the time we do the design work with them to the time we do the demolition, and then once the job is actually completed, which takes about 3 to 5 days to do an entire bathroom remodel.
And anyone who's ever done remodeling in their house, they know 3 to 5 days is incredibly fast.
Our competitors take typically 3 to 5 weeks to do the same work we do in less than 5 days.
Well, then it really is effortless for the customer.
We specialize in making sure that we tear everything down to the studs, down to the subfloor, and then rebuild, because we want to make sure that if there's any possibilities of any problems that had occurred in the past with that house and that bathroom, we would need to be able to take care of it as quickly as we can and as efficiently as we can. There's some companies that come and cover up the old job, and we want to make sure that we can do a proper inspection to give the customer the peace of mind of knowing that we know what's behind the walls before we put them back up.
Hey, let's talk about some of the materials you guys use, because you use a proprietary stone manufacturing piece here that actually looks like tile, but it's not. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so this is what we call Durabath Natural Stone. It's a special product that we have manufactured for us. What's unique about it is it's actually fairly green, because we try to impact Mother Nature as little as possible.
Sure.
But it's made of not only the natural stone on the front, but then it has layers of recycled aluminum, recycled polymer, and then a final layer of aluminum as well. That keeps it very strong, very durable, but it's lightweight, so it's easy for us to be able to do the fabrication on site, and it's a great product that looks terrific, but also easy for them to take care of.
Now, you have some interesting design choices that we made in here. You've changed the dimension of some certain things for Billy. I want to see what you've done, and you'll come back in the next segment and show me around, all right?
Sounds good. I look forward to it.
All right, great. Thanks, Marty.
8 in 10 Americans overestimate the cost of life insurance. Those under 25 think the cost of life insurance is 4 times its true cost. 38% are unsure of how much and what to buy. Get the right life insurance for you and your family. Speak with a life insurance specialist. Partner Big Fish Casino is bringing entertainment and community to friends old and new, nearby, or on the other side of the world anytime. And in our big reveal, a huge gift for the Phinizy family.
Art,
Yeah.
so is everybody turned to? Everybody doing their job? We getting things done this morning? What?
Yeah, I was actually just scheduling my next partner interview.
Okay, well, what has everybody got their faces buried in the phones and they're giggling and laughing and carrying on? Doesn't look to me like anything's getting done around here, Art.
Gunster, I'll find out all about it.
That would be Gunny!
Oh, hey, Art.
Hold that thought. Hey, Jack, what are you doing?
Hey, I'm just documenting the blonde hammer harder work right now.
Oh, please, you want to talk. I saw you spinning roulettes earlier while we were waiting for the director.
Oh, here comes Gunny.
So our makeovers are fast-paced and complicated. We need to work fast. Well, maybe not me necessarily, but anyway, our makeover team needs to work fast and get the job done. But they're often working in a tight space or in some weird position, and the power tool that they need doesn't fit the job. So we could just give our crew some self-powered tool that could adapt, maybe even change shape or whatever space they're working in to bolt, unscrew, take something apart, put it back together. I think we'd really have something there. Listen, I'm just exhausted thinking about it. Anybody got a tool that I could use around here? Ah, this is what we need, the flip out. So we're here with Lee Pell, co-inventor of the amazing Flip Out. And Lee, thank you so much for being a part of this military makeover.
We love any opportunity we can have to get back to the community and reward the people who take care of us.
What is your background that gave you such a great idea for a great product?
Well, I've been in big box retailing my whole career, something close to 30 years now. And what we've seen over the time is that products keep getting smaller into boxes and they require assembly, and tools didn't change. You know, people are still using screwdrivers and stuff, and the other inventor was a robotics engineer, so he obviously added the piece of the flexibility and stuff on here. But ultimately it was to build a tool that would allow us to make it easier for the customer to assemble something that they bought.
One of the major things that you did between Generation 1, which I own, and Generation 2, this one, is the torque factor, right?
So we increased the torque on the unit because we realized we had reached a broader audience and they were assembling larger products, lots of office furniture, desk chairs, things like that. And we had built it for that, but as things just keep getting bigger and bulkier and stronger, you gotta have a tool that increases the power. With that, we also increased to a removable battery to allow the end user to have the power consistently.
Yeah, show us that. Well, that was based on feedback from actual users.
Customer gave it to us and said they're using it more, they need the ability to keep using it for longer, so we added a removable battery into it. We did some ergonomic changes. We moved the forward, neutral, reverse switch to get it out of the way of the hand.
Right.
We made the light a little easier to use up here and made the battery easier to change on the LED light.
So you can actually change the battery for the LED right here. And again, this LED light is fantastic because you can angle it any way that you're working. One of the great things about this is this control that you have, it's actually incremental, right?
It runs up to 170 RPMs all the way down to 0, so you can slow it down when you get to the end of the screw so that you don't have the blowout out of the particle board.
Well, you know, Gunny has not had to yell at anybody on the job site because they've been using these. It does make the job a lot easier. And we can't thank you enough for being here, Lee, and your whole crew has been fantastic to donate all of these. And actually, is this one gonna be mine, Lee?
You can take it with you.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
All right.
Check with the Gunny first, though.
Thanks again, great to see you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So we're really grateful that NLC Loans is back to partner with us again. During our last makeover campaign, you'll remember that they began helping the Adams family through the VA home loan process. And now, we're pleased to report that the Adams family owns their own home. Guys, so great to have NLC Loans back on Military Makeover with us. We've worked together before on the Adams family makeover. Give us an update on that.
So the update is the Adams are closing on their home today. So
congratulations to them and to you for getting it done.
It was our pleasure.
So you pulled it off. That was a tough one to do, but you did it.
I think the biggest thing was just their understanding of the fact that they could actually own the home, because Mr. Adams doesn't work. He's a disabled vet and he's got disability benefits from the VA, and his wife gets caregiver benefits. And I don't think they realized that they could use those benefits as stated income for the loan. Veterans earned their benefits. This isn't something that's a charity or a giveaway. They've earned it with their service, and they've earned the benefit of affordable home ownership. And that's what we're here to help them educate, to try to understand the process and understand their benefits.
So for veterans who have a VA home loan and want to do a refi, what's the process involved?
They want to find a lender that's going to actually be a personal advocate to them. You want to find a lender that does work directly with the VA. and someone who has your back.
Like anything you do for the first time, it's scary. It's just having someone who can walk you through it, help you understand the process, and help you understand all your options.
Anthony, tell us about the special features that are available for refinancing programs.
The first is a VA IRRL, also known as a VA interest rate reduction refinance loan. As far as looking at a VA IRRL, people know it as a VA Streamline. The nice part about this type of mortgage, there's no appraisal required. Credit score is a non-issue. As far as cash out of pocket, it's non-issue as well. We get to roll the costs into the loan so you don't have to come out of pocket at closing. It's extremely low documentation, which allows for the loan to close very quickly.
So Dave, why would a veteran choose to do a cash out option?
So with cash, they can do things like pay off their medical debt. If they have medical debt, they can use it to pay revolving interest at a much cheaper rate, and it's also tax deductible. They can also use the cash for home improvements and ADA upgrades around the home.
A lot of great information there, guys. I'm going to report back to Gunny, and we'll catch up later in the makeover to find out a little bit more from you.
Sounds good, Art.
All right,
Looking forward to it.
Connecticut Electric makes circuit breakers to update homes and electrical systems for the 21st century home. Man, I wish there was a program like that for old Marines.
The best way to determine that you have a bad breaker is what we call nuisance tripping. When you flip a light switch, or your air conditioner comes on, or your TV goes dark, it's constantly nuisance tripping. That's how you realize you have a bad breaker. The first call should be to a certified electrician to come and determine in your home that you have a problem with your breakers. Connecticut Electric is a manufacturer of new breakers with Zinsco, Federal Pacific, Wadsworth, and Pushmatic brands. If you have those brands in your home, we have those new manufactured replacement breakers.
Day one of the Phinizy family makeover is coming to a close, and I think we have a really terrific platoon of partners and volunteers on this one. We're just getting started, but I guarantee this one's going to bring a tear to the eyes of everyone in our audience. What do you think, Art?
I think you teared up on the last makeover, Gunny.
That was perspiration. I was working.
No. You teared up. Admit it.
Art, don't you have something better to do than stand around here? There we go. You know, I do just really love it when these little kids get to see their rooms for the first time. Matter of fact, when I turn that key over to the family, I don't think there's been one time that I haven't had a couple of tears running down my cheeks.
I heard that.
Oh my. Tomorrow we push into the next phase of this military makeover. Don't miss the next episode. This is Gunny saying, at ease.
Today's military makeover has been brought to you by the Navy Mutual Aid Association, ensuring those who serve since 1879. T-shirts generously donated by Rush Order Tees.